getting banned out when the team has Bat Rider because Oracle like counters Bat Rider's lasso a lot, and especially against Darkseer, these are the few heroes that Oracle are really good against, and with the Death Prophet as well, because of the synergy with the ultimates, because you heal twice as much at the end of the duration.
So any hero that offers its own sustain, like Oracle combination,
yeah, I think
super
when you pick Oracle, you have to have a purpose. You can't just pick Oracle like you pick Doom or you pick Earth Spirit. I just want to open a draft with the hero. You have to pick Oracle for a purpose, that you have to use it for something. You can't just pick it.
Right, which is why so often you'll see it in the 3-4 ban, because it's not really a viable 1-2 pickup.
All right.
I think they took a lot of time in their reserve time wondering whether or not they should ban out the Vengeful Spirit. It's not something that Complexity take very often, but it fulfills that role of being anti-Bat Rider as well as being good with the Death Prophet in their lineup.
But the Chen offers something else, because the pace of the game will be very, very fast. But you have Invoker and Bat, so Bat Rider is going to be off lane, so you have to wait for the Bat Rider to get the blink. So that's a time, like a tempo being slower, and if the enemy has Chen, the tempo will be faster, so it'll be very difficult for a team to deal with that. And Invoker, especially when you go for Exalt, you're waiting for your team to get something done, so your tempo will be very slow. So they don't want Complexity to have Complexity to have a very fast tempo with the Death Prophet.
We definitely exploit the opening from Wings. Both of these heroes, as you said, the Bat Rider needs his blink. You've got the Invoker trying to get that Might just levels. The Alchemist is going to be taken out by Complexity. We obviously saw that in the first series. Now a Crystal Maiden.
This is interesting. There's no Chen, there's no Ench, so there's no creeps to actually Frostbite. It's more of maybe the aura to actually make the Death Prophet's laning phase very good.
Maybe you want to combo with Void too.
All right, opening up a little bit of option here.
It's rather strange though.
Yeah, it's super strange.
Yeah, there's got to be a fourth pick here that
uses the aura.
Yeah, it creates it, because there, as you said, there's like no creeps that you actually want to be able to Frostbite. There's definitely better counter heroes to the Bat Rider here. I mean, Crystal Maiden has pretty low range. I mean, the chance of you getting a Frostbite before he pulls back is unlikely.
Darkseer is a pretty good hero for the aura, so it definitely helps the lane, and so it's quite certain that the Doom would be a support position with the Darkseer.
I think it's really good with Doom actually. He suffers a lot of mana issues.
And especially...
That's true.
Yeah, if you're running like a dual lane scenario, as they are, most likely, with the Doom Darkseer, have that sustain. You don't want to be leaving the Darkseer alone. You got to keep up that pressure. The interesting part of this is we don't actually know what Wings' full tri-lane is going to be, if it is a tri-lane at all. We don't know what kind of carry it is or anything like that.
Their lane is looking really weak right now because they have Rubik. Rubik doesn't do much against like a dual lane Darkseer Doom, so they have to pick a carry that can actually deal with the laning phase very well. Otherwise, they're going to come under a lot of pressure, especially with the CM aura as well to help them.
All right, well, not much time left for Wings to make their decision here before we go to the very last phase of the draft between these two teams. Game number 1 in this best of 3 as we decide who makes it out of the group, and it's going to be Disruptor for Wings.
They definitely need like supports that can stay in the lane to protect the carry, because the lane is going to come under a lot of pressure. So as of right now, we can see Wings having 2 supports dedicated to protect whatever carry they have in the lane. I mean, for Bat Rider, you need a hero that provides vision, so maybe Spectre would be nice with the Bat Rider. Vision is always his friend.
I really like the Disruptor Bat Rider combo, and I like it against any sort of push lineups that can't just keep going. So Exorcism being used, trying to push down a tower, but once you back away, the Disruptor is looking for that opening, and the retreat by Complexity may not be so simple, but it does give us more time to think about the carry of Wings. Because they're dealing with this kind of dual melee, in-your-face, Ion Shell problem, it's got to be a hero that is at least a little bit self-sufficient, is able to output some damage.
I mean, I think it depends though. Like, if you want to pick like what I mentioned before, the Spectre, I mean, your laning phase might be a little weaker, but it fits the draft well, and you can actually team fight much better with your team. So you can sacrifice your laning phase a little, but compensate in terms of you have better team fight. So it really depends on what direction Wings really want to go against what Complexity have right now.
Alright, well, Complexity rounding out their last span. Now it's back in for Wings. I mean, we're talking about having to pick out the carry for Wings. What about on the side of Complexity? I mean, how are you going to round this out here?
Do they do safe lane Doom, Ben? No?
Not often at all. Mostly Z-Freak.
Ooh. Lifesteal is going to be the pickup in complexity already. Getting ready in their huddle. Go into this game done with their side of the draft.
You've seen plenty of, like, the Chinese Lifestealer has been coming back a little bit. I'm still not sure if I'm a big fan.
I think it's the pace though, because the pace of the game has been becoming faster and faster, and you need carries that can fight very early, and Lifestealer obviously is one of the few that can do it, and obviously with the ancient abuse as well, if you want to do it, even on the safe lane, Lifestealer is also really strong.
Ursa Bear. Ursa for Wings. Alright, well, how, you know, now that we've seen the final lineup of Wings, and we've been talking a lot about how they're going to round it out, what are your thoughts, Winner?
I think their laning phase is going to be alright with the Ursa, it helps them, so I'm going to favor their lineup.
Alright, Ben, what about you?
Yeah, I think they have much more synergy too. I don't know where the Lifesteal really fits into their lineup. Yeah, it's fast-paced, but it's not particularly good versus bad. It's not particularly good at securing Roche or, you know, playing around the dire side that well. It's not going to be in Ancients too often. I'm not sure.
Alright, and Cap, real quick, last thoughts. I mean, you talked about the Lifestealer a little bit. Do you also favor Wings here?
I mean, Ursa destroys Lifestealer, both the Ancient Creep as well as Lifestealer himself. It's great for the laning phase. I like everything that Wings are doing here.
Alright, well, we'll see if Wings can continue taking the lead against Complexity, or if Complexity will ride the momentum here in Day 2 at ESL One Manila 2016. Let's go into the very first game in this best of 3 with our commentators.
Indeed, thank you very much, Chobra. And here we have it, third series of the day, Wings versus Complexity. Now, Modi Pixel, I'll be joined by both Slacks and Purge for this one. And guys, some crazy heroes picks here. Last pick, Lifestealer, but straight away the counter with the Ursa.
Yeah, the Ursa makes me a little uncomfortable for Complexity's draft, but I think that their two supports of Rubik and Disruptor are also a little countered by a lot of Complexity's heroes, so we'll see how the balance works out in that aggressive dueling, but they've got to be a little bit worried about that Ursa.
Slacks, what are you looking forward to seeing in this game?
Oh man, I do not have any idea what I'm going to be seeing in this game, but I do know that I do love Team Wings. I like to call them the Team Peacock, you know, because they're flashy, they come at you, you don't know what to expect, and if you're not careful, they will attack your children.
You know which way they're not flashy? They literally only wear gray t-shirts that say Wings in black. Like, I rode the airplane from Hong Kong to here, and they wore the same shirts. I don't know how many pairs they have. It's probably their whole wardrobe.
But I don't have time for this. Don't argue with me about this, okay? They're like a peacock who hasn't shown the feathers, and then all of a sudden, pop! You don't even see that thing coming, dude.
Okay. So maybe they have a white version? Is that what you're trying to...
We should probably move on. Anyway, let's talk about where these teams are going right now. Hey, Iron Shell put on the Doom. What's this about, OD Pixel?
We're going to see if they can try and fight around the room spot almost certainly, but looks like Wings, they're going to avoid this, so Complexity, they'll be able to walk themselves down, grab this one easily for the old DP in top lane, Rune, and it's going to go respectively, of course, to the side of Wings.
Oh man, not even a little fight there.
Yeah.
I don't even care.
I mean, we'll talk about the Wings Invoker. As the guy said, they've been getting this a lot this tournament, and again, Complexity do give it to them, and this is a team, obviously 2-1, knocked Complexity down earlier on yesterday in this tournament. I mean, letting them have Invoker again, this time in the mid lane, having a DP against it. How does this matchup go in your eyes, Purge?
It should be pretty fine for a Death Prophet. It really comes down to the roaming, though. Both Rubik as well as Disruptor have pretty good gank potential once they get a few levels in them, so it could go either way, really.
Now, if I remember correctly, didn't they lose the last game that Wings got Invoker? I mean, isn't that a bold strategy?
I think he said they got Invoker almost every
Yeah, they
game,
lost one with it, but they did win 2.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Not the boldest strategy after all.
Overall,
Sounds good.
the numbers don't lie. But bottom lane, let's have a look at these laning situations. We've got Hansken on his CM matching up with Chessie on the Lifesteal on this bottom lane, going up against the Batrider. And then your top lane, you've got the combination of Rubik and Ursa going head on with the Darkseer. I mean, obviously, kind of switching up the lanes here. Purge, who's got the lanes that they wanted?
Well, it was actually Complexity there, because you do see a rotation coming. Ursa's heading to the bot lane. He always wants to lane versus Lifestealer, because every time he hits him with his third skill Fury Swipes, it means that the next time he hits him, he does an extra 15 damage, and that lasts for 15 seconds. So easily he wins the trade with Lifestealer. He's actually one of the hardest counters to Lifestealer in the whole game, and they both heroes just happen to sort of be in the meta right now, so it's not very often that we do see this matchup here.
And as we can see, with the switch up in mind, does this mean Complexity then have to switch the lanes again, or do you have to just kind of bite the bullet and still just keep the Lifestealer down?
Oh, we got some action here. Oh, it's Face Blood!
Let's see if they can punish it though. Ice with the lift, and they will find the kill in return. But that's a big one there for the side, managing to get that kill on the Invoker. Limp, he's going to be very happy that Z-Freak wandered into his lane and helped him out with that one.
Yeah, Doom got the first blood there, and it looks like he also bought out before he died, so now he's got Tranquil Boots. So next time he does that, it's going to be even stronger. Plus, he's almost level 3, so a level 3 Doom roaming at this stage in the game, really, really strong. He could show up perhaps in the off lane, go after Batrider. No, that one's pretty much impossible, but just random lanes he could pressure, look for supports in the Radiant jungle, or gank mid repeatedly.
How is Team Wings going to be able to win this? I mean, they're up against a ghost, Satan himself, and a young lady. And then I don't even know what Lifestealer is. So things are looking pretty risky already, although I do like the Disruptor pick. Can we talk about that? Why pick Disruptor in this match, boys?
Can send people back if somebody's out of position, for example. It lets you punish them further, so it kind of messes up a lot of what people normally feel safe doing in Dota. Like the way Glimpse works is it teleports you back to where you were 4 seconds ago. So if you're retreating, boom, somebody gets sent back, you get to initiate, and sometimes it forces fights that they don't want to go for. So it's a really good way to potentially get advantage in some engagements.
And indeed, the Complexity just reacting again to Wings. Lifestealer back to the top, and this bottom lane, it's going to be Swindles on his Darkseer again. Still, Hanskin hanging around with the CM, Innocence. Just giving them a bit of poke here with the haste rune running in and out. And elsewhere, the mid lane matchup 10 for 4 at the moment for Blink, and 7 for 2 for the Death Prophet. Faith still continuing to find quite a bit. I mean, Chessie, regardless of the lane he goes to, it's still not going to be that easy. I guess against the bat, he has got a chance to escape with the Rage, but still, CSing isn't going to be the most fun against this man harassing with the Napalm.
Yeah, in the laning stage, like you said, Lifestealer has an easy out. He can press his first skill, he'll go Magic Immune and remove the charges. Later in the game, Batrider is actually a decent counter since the last one does go through BKB, so for now, it's a decent laning stage, but later he's going to have some trouble.
Alright, a little bit of a skirmish there between Mr. Rubik and the Doom. So walking away from that, no problem. He's got a lot of bling, he'll be fine. And then Z-Freak heading back into the jungle.
I guess we'll just see if they can try and find something out here if, of course, the bat comes too far out of the lane. Complexity will be looking to punish that.
Oh, they might get him here.
And
yeah, here we go.
He's got the Firefly, should be able to keep his distance. Just trying to get what he can here from this side pull.
Yeah, I think the only way he dies is if they can do a Frostbite into the slow from the Lifestealer, but it's such a short range at level 1, very difficult for him to get this kill off. So for now, he's just going to try to help zone. It's hard to do this though, because Batrider's already gotten his level 4. He's got 16 last hits as well. He's actually last hitting better than anyone on the Dire team, so it's been a great game for Bat.
Incredibly deep and straight away, telekinesis. Oh, he moved him out of the strike! Oh no!
Huge mistake from Ice. He moved him after the lift, and the Sunstrike miss. That could have been a kill.
A little bit of miscommunication there between the Rubik and the Invoker. Yeah, Blink's not going to be too happy with that one.
Yeah, it looked like my pub game. That's not good, dude. Oh, Rubik's in a nutshell, I guess.
Were you the Rubik, or?
No, I was not the Rubik, Purge. We don't count. Moving on. Anyway. Down there in the bottom lane, Swindles. He's got a double damage on a Darkseer. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Yeah.
Can't tell, dude. He's got so many fancy cosmetics.
Yeah, jeez, my eyes. Okay, here we go. He's gonna try to 1v1 the bear and run for his life.
Double damage it up. If there was a quad damage in the game, you still don't want to do that one.
Yeah, probably not.
He's got to keep safe. There's gonna be the Doom coming back down the bottom. Z-Freak now halfway through level 3, still got that Satire Blast on him. And he's actually going to waltz into Faith on the bat, and spot out the fact that there's this quite tasty camp at the moment being stacked up for the Batrider. He's going to be zoned away, Innocence. Maybe if he could have got a glimpse, they could have tried to go for it, but...
Sneaky stuff.
Indeed, and look at this wraparound eyesight. This time the telekinesis is on point for the moment, and with the Thunderstrike, they'll get it. Swindle's punished there. Nice positioning from Wings to catch out the Darkseer.
That was a really nice wraparound here. Z-Freak going to catch some of the Batrider experience, actually quite a bit of it here. And now doing some damage to Bat. He could maybe chase this down. Firefly's running out.
And with Innocence and Ice coming in though, they've certainly got a shot, and in fact it's going to be the Invoker rotating in as well. Limp will come and try and help out the Doom, but with the kinetic field trap down, Z-Freak being bursted in by the telekinesis and Thunderstrike. They're going to lose one now. We'll see if Complexity can try and find something in return. Here comes the Sucky, and they do. They'll get the Batrider. So 1 for 1, Limp looking for Innocence, but he gets Limp's back, and Invoker still trying to play around this one. He's got a Forge Spirit out. Limp is going to be healed up by the Ghost temporarily unless they can kill him beforehand. But here do find the kill here. What more they do? It's going to be a second one here for the side, and now Wings see if they can find Swindles as well. Ice hasn't got the lift, so Swindles will get himself out of there. 4 for 2 at the moment on Wings. They're going to be happy with that engagement. Yeah,
it's a bit of a weird mechanics thing. When he got glimpsed back, the spirits, he didn't go far enough for the spirits to teleport to him. They had to fly there slowly. If they were there right away, he might have been able to kill the Invoker. But because they slowly trailed behind, he didn't have the DPS that he expected, and he ended up getting killed by the Invoker there.
Damn, can we talk about top lane? Now, nobody's been up there for a long time. These guys are getting pretty much free farm. I mean, look at that Lifestealer. He's just tearing it apart. Is this a good play?
Yeah, definitely. He's going for the abusive build as well. He's picked up Tranquil Boots, which is the fastest but cheapest boots in the game, and he'll infest a neutral creep at level 6, and then he's going to give this lane to somebody probably like Crystal Maiden or Doom to get more levels and experience. And then when you jump in one of these Ancients, they're very strong, they have high HP, they don't do that much damage, but you can farm very safely and create pressure on the map. So I wasn't quite sure if he was going to do this. A lot of the Chinese teams actually don't touch it at level 6, but they're going to change it up a bit.
Oh, and again, the combo just a little bit off. They need
big
to
glimpse.
try and warm that up a bit more, but indeed, with Innocence coming in, and Shadow, they'll grab him back and they'll get the kill still.
That was manly, man. He's like, just take me. Bro, he runs right in the bear's face. I love it.
This is a little bit scary. And Swindles, I mean, at this point, Purge, do you still keep coming back to this lane, or can we expect to see Swindles playing a bit safe and just clearing up some camps?
I mean, he has died twice, but he's not doing awfully. I think he can keep coming back to the lane. Like, it's kind of important to put Iron Shells on the creep wave as well, because not only does it get you farm, but also it gives you vision where your opponents are. Like, if Ursa just rotates to the jungle, or if he goes for a smoke into Roche, for example, right now, then at least you'll know where he is. If you push out the lanes and the creeps are at the tower, then you know Ursa's not there, and he could be in Roche. So we'll see if they can react to this in time.
And let's see what they can find with the smoke. They're gonna maybe look towards Limp in the mid lane. Wards drop down, in goes the lead. They should be able to get a close the gap here with the disrupt, and they will build down. Limp's back as well. He's in the Sunstriker wings. They'll find themselves another. In fact, they might be able to punish this reaction from Hansken, who tries to come in, but it's all a bit too late. Double kill for Blink on the Invoker. And the rest of Complexity, they do not want to be hanging around for round 2. And this is going to be the opening to try and go for Roche.
Yeah, that was a really good rotation there. They grabbed 3 of their heroes, which turned that into a 4-man gank on the mid lane. They got a little lucky on the Crystal Maiden support TP, but killing the Death Prophet was huge here.
We can see that Swindle's not happy with the Roche attempt. They're going to get him back onto the high ground. He'll be fine, gets himself away. But at the least, this is Complexity stopping them from going for Roche, and that's, I guess, you know, when they're 2 heroes down, that's pretty much the best you can do.
You know, though that gank was good, they didn't get any tactical advantage out of it after the fact. They didn't get the tower, they didn't do that much damage to the tower, and they weren't able to get Roche. That's because it's so early, and that's why that rotation is sometimes a bit iffy from the Radiant side. They do get the kill, but it take a lot of hero resources, and it might have been a little bit better if they committed less heroes and farmed in the meantime.
Oh man, sneaky magic man going in. Oh no, Death Prophet. There's no way she's going to be making it down, and that is one dead lady again.
It's just this positioning from the heroes and wings. It's banging every time. This time Disruption back, they were there, and we're going to see if they can try and find some more. They get the vision there for the glimpse on Hansken as well. It's another one for Wings, and coming up to 9 minutes in, 9 for 2. Everything looking to go their way, apart from the fact that still Chessie on his Lifestealer is getting that free farm.
Yeah, they're punishing really hard right now. The glimpse back is just so hard to play against.
Oh yeah, Triceratop action, here we go. Chase them down. Oh yeah.
There we go, look at this. Oh, this is some Dota stuff.
Oh yeah. Damn. That's beautiful, man. That was like the Land Before Time. Dinosaur v Dinosaur. I love it.
Look at that.
I'm surprised he got a kill with that one. That was actually one of the worst neutrals to have one of our teams. It's very low armor, it dies. As you can see, like, he got killed, but it does have a lot of disables and attacks very rapidly, so gets the kill out of him, he's going to go back to farm. He's got about 2,000 gold.
I mean, what is it?
Go Midas.
Does he go Midas? Does he go straight Radiance? Is that what you want to be doing?
Yeah, straight Radiance is a possibility. It's not a terrible build. It would do a lot of damage to stop Blink Daggers. He could get Flaming Lasso, and again, the Ursa's a really good solution against it, but the Ursa can't slow him. So no matter what, he kind of just stands there and has a little Flaming Sword in his pocket, and it kills everybody. Can't swing it, though.
Absolutely beautiful.
Top lane, Faith was looking to see if he could find Z-Freak, and the Batrider very, very close to his Blink Dagger at the moment as well. So, yeah, actually, in fact, he'll have it there with his camp. So, 10 minutes in, still good time here for Faith. It's just going to be a question of where he finds the opening to use it first, and why they're on the Disruptor will pick up the smokes. They're ready to go. Bottom lane, Swindles. He's playing around with Shadow, but that's going to be the Surge Got now. Shadow just going to move in, and with the Sunstrike, it's not going to connect, but here, Fuzzy, one more snap should do it, and it will. Now they look at the counter rotation. Shadow pops the ult, and getting a huge amount of this damage here, trying to get himself into the shadows, but it's not going to be enough. This time it's Complexity with a rotation to punish the aggression of Wings.
I think that one's going to be worth it. They're going to get a lot of levels out of that, and they can possibly take the tower as a result.
Lifestealer denying it.
That was one hell of an uppercut. That's what I'm talking about, boys.
My goodness, this strat from the last. How legit is it, Purge? Is it really that good?
It's really good, honestly. It's quite good. It all depends on how fast he gets his Radiance. If his team can get some towers while he's busy creating space and pressuring heroes, and he gets his Radiance at a pretty good time, he'll be really strong. The problem is that in the mid game and to the late game, you start hitting some snags, basically. Because, again, he's not a very good hero against Ursa.
Oh, Z3 caught out here. There's the blink reveal from Face straight onto the Doom. Bursted down as well by the Sunstrike. The rest of Complexity are out of there. And Wings able to punish that one, and still space being created here for Shadow on his Ursa. He's still getting a lot of farm here on this bottom lane. 62 for 10. Been involved in 5 kills so far. He died the once. Phase and Masker Man is done.
I don't want to beat this guy, Perch, but I feel like these guys are peacocking right now.
I forgot you can Iron Shell the Ancients.
Okay.
Now it's really strong.
Oh no, he's Ion Shell and he can be hasted too. He can be surged too, can't he?
He can indeed.
Oh no, the horror. We're gonna see some
It's kind of
uppercuts.
comical, but well, indeed here comes the wraparound
Oh yeah.
from the ancient Granite Golem.
They can't do anything.
He's gonna kill us all! Right, TP's out. It's a smart
The kinetic field saved him. He almost got the frostbite up to stop the TP, but the kinetic field is just in range.
I've never seen men run so fast. Oh, here we go.
It's so fast.
The demon comes.
They know the counter. What?
Yeah.
Teleports? Alright.
Yeah.
It's a giant rock monster. Surely he can like throw one little rock off and stun him or something, right?
No, dude, this guy's too fancy for that. That's for the kids. Okay,
Okay.
this is an ancient. He just runs in.
One golems only, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, this is an easy tower for these boys. They're just going to keep on uppercutting and taking this bad boy quick. Meanwhile, what's our friends over in Wings doing?
Hanging around here, they're anxious, and you got Blink looking to try and find a tier 1 of his own. Just going for the trade. Faith ready to push the lane in again here, and Wings, we'll see if they want to fight. They've got 3 at the moment. They'll get the glimpse back onto the Doom. Do they have the position to go for it? Kinetic field will be dropped. They'll get the lift. Stalic's got way down as well. They actually bring him away from the field though, and Z3's going to be able to surge himself out of that one. I wondered if they're going to try and toss the Doom back there with the Rubik, but they kind of tossed him out.
Yeah, if they would have caught him in static field, they probably could have killed him with the Ursa, but as soon as his movement isn't completely limited, he can be killed. Plus he saw that one coming, plus Scorched Earth in time, that buys him a lot of survivability. So the real big item we're waiting for is the Radiance. I mean, the Golem's really scary right now, but once he gets, 3,800, he'll have the Relic, and then another 1,400 and the Radiance is up.
Okay, we see a little bit of skirmishes in the middle, but nobody
Nice
really doing
sentry.
anything. Nice sentry.
I know he's there. Let's see. They should be able to punish this one. Indeed, here comes Hansken, Lim, and Swindle. Silence out. Faith down. Smart sentry placement there as they saw him head down.
Did they? That might have just been dewarding. I've been seeing a lot of sentries there.
Oh yeah, because there's no sentry at the moment around the mid.
That was a gimme, man. They've got to feel good about that. That's actually the best ganking hero that Wings has. So now they're pretty grouped up in the mid lane. One person is splitting top, so they will have to defend this. That's the benefit of Invoker. It goes to a lane, summons Forge Spirits, and takes your towers.
Can we name this golem? I mean, he's doing so much work. I feel like naming him.
You're the creative one. Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna call him Gary. Is this
Gary the
Golem? Okay, look at Gary. Oh boy.
That's everything I expected out of you there.
Thank you very much, Birch. Can we see that uppercut one time, Gary? Just give us a. Oh, there it is.
On command, Luke.
Gary, my boy, taking out that middle lane tower. What are these guys gonna do about this? They can't stop Gary the Golem.
These guys, they used to be a couple, but it all fell apart.
Oh god.
The 2 stones.
That's some abuse, some spousal abuse.
Oh, here he comes down here with the punches onto the Rubik here. Rubik being forced back. The Static Storm is nice though, and he catches out Z3. Z3 falling on, he'll go down. They do manage to chase down and finish off the Rubik. The question is, can coL find more? Surge up onto the depot, it goes as well, but Lim getting this back. Chessie jumps out of the ancient. He kills Gary. But not the one bit. Gary kills Gary.
Get in the creep point, Chessie's gonna die. What was he next?
Oh! He's just getting himself out of this one. Why? Ambling, both incredibly low. Swindles chasing down the Invoker. Oh no. The Ghost War gets him out, but 4 kills for the side of Complexity. They were falling behind a little bit in the early game, but huge fight for them there, managing to close that gap.
It's a new Gary.
Oh, Gary's back! Gary, you're back again. Good to see you, buddy. And Gary's gonna keep on doing his strut.
Look at, and how's his Radiance looking?
He's really close. 600 gold away. Now, one downside to this heavy push thing that they're doing is that it's going to really limit Lifestealer's last hits. In fact, he hasn't gotten a last hit since that last fight started. He's, 20 last hits behind the other heroes right now? It will get better once he gets Radiance, but usually if you group up that much, your experience is going to limit a bit, and your last hits are going to limit, but you get towers to make up for the gold. So it could, if they lose a big team fight basically, they could completely get reset, all this advantage they have.
Jeez, man, what a change on those graphs, man. Looks worse than my Tinder profile. Oh no. Oh no. It's happening again.
You can statistically analyze that?
I do, yeah. Every time I get a swipe, I put it in the statistics.
Okay.
It does not work. I do not recommend it.
Well, we're coming out here. This it's going to be the mech Crystal Windows as well, ready for the next fight. So Complexity getting some good items on themselves. I mean, we saw them also just win that last engagement now with the Yules as well on Death Prophet. It's going to be a lot harder for Wings to deal with some of these heroes. And of course, the old golem must be very, very close to the Rangers now. Just
yeah. I do like that he has Yules, because as soon as the fight starts, Ursa jumps on somebody. If they can just put him in the air, buy him 2.5 seconds, it's usually going to mean that the rest of Complexity can back each other up. They've got mechs, they've got Surge, they have a lot of really good solutions.
So, who wins the late game on this one? Is this going to be, if perchance we make it that far, which we might not, but who's got the advantage here, boys?
Well, Ursa hard counters the Lifestealer, obviously. He's pretty good against Death Prophet as well, because she's a little weak to physical damage. But there's multiple cores on Complexity. They're going to scale well on Lifestealer as well as DP. Whereas on Wings, it's pretty much just Ursa and Invoker. And Invoker is more team fight. Same goes for Rubik and Disruptor. So I think it's looking okay for Complexity, especially now that they've evened things up a bit.
oh, smoke now from Wings. We'll see if they can catch anything.
Oh, the Radiance is out.
Gary burns now. Well, eventually.
Yeah, yeah.
It's only Courier.
He's busy. Courier's fine.
I need to make sure they get out. So I think I'm a little bit too scared about sending over the junglers. They don't actually have any vision there, coL. So just making sure that the courier doesn't get taken down on a very important delivery.
Great game sense, huh? They just walked right on out of there. They felt like the smoke was coming, and they bailed. So good on Complexity. They're going to check out that Roche pit to make sure that nobody's partying.
Yeah, Z-Freak if he comes down this way, but as you said, they're still playing safe. They just see that the map's pretty much empty, and indeed, the wall was down around this area, so...
Uh-oh.
Where's his
Goal.
Radiance?
Oh, no. He's got it. Gary's looking for a victim.
He's running so fast. 419 movement speed here with the Tranquil Boots. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a with drum as well.
Oh, no. It's the hunt. Gary's hungry. Run, everyone. He's coming. Will he be able to find anybody, though? Oh, yeah, he's going to run into some folks down
He's
there.
going to find a few members of the side of Wings here. 3 are down it. Question is, are any of them killable? Maybe the Rubik. You got a TP. There's one.
Economic damage.
Invoker, wake up! Oh, he's getting bumped.
Oh, deep
He's got bots. He's got to get himself out. Oh, they're going to jump out. Gary. Oh, no. Gary.
It wasn't worth it.
It wasn't worth it. And so they've got a good stack up. There's a fair few more
He
carries.
might die now.
Oh, yeah, with the lasso, Sunstrike going to connect. Chess, he needs back up there. It's Wintermelons with the mech. He's going to be finding out. The return set up limp with the Yules. He's going to go for the TP out. Does he make it? No.
I'll say one thing. MVP this game, definitely the TP scroll.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So many.
It's been good. Complexity's also doing a great job stacking their Ancients. They can't clear it very well with the heroes, but this means that there's more and more Garys to choose from.
Yeah.
Always ready.
We got plenty.
He's going to get a new one. There we go.
Oh, come on.
There we go. Which is he going to take?
Take Gary.
Don't miss
Take
click.
Gary.
Don't miss click.
We're in a stack.
No, he doesn't. He wants.
You
he doesn't
can't
want to miss
stack
click.
it 10 seconds past Slash.
Yeah, no. Oh!
Who's this?
Who's this?
Introduce him.
Oh, well, this is Horatio. Horatio the Flying Dragon, which is the goofiest face I've ever seen. He's not feeling too good today. Look at that dragon face. That is the worst, goofiest thing I've ever seen in my life. How is that scary?
It's better than it used to be. It used to just look like, I don't know, a Transformer or something in the mouth.
Horatio sucks. I want Gary back.
He can push creep waves really fast.
I don't
using the
care.
Fireball ability.
No one cares how efficient Horatio is, alright? He sucks. We should probably get back to the match. Anyway, what are these boys doing?
That's nice, isn't it? The CM war here.
Oh, yeah.
There, so he can really throw out that fireball whenever he wants, and well, blink away just in time. He'll start to push that one in. Why? In a bit of a precarious position here. He's got to be careful. They don't see him. See if he's able to set anything up. They do still have the tier 1, so Wings can jump in if a fight kicks off on this top lane. It's just the Rubik and Disruptor in the area at the moment. It looks like Complexity not really going to commit to a full push there at the moment, at least until they can get some more out. They're going to grab themselves an Invis Rune here on the top. It's going to be, of course, all spotted out here by the warding from Wings.
Yeah, they definitely can't take a fight like that unless the Lifestealer's in an Ancient nearby. Because if he's across the map, he can't TP.
Oh, where's your TP? Oh, he's not got a TP! Oh, he's lucky that dragon didn't come after him.
Sorry. The dragon's way worse at kiting. His attack animation is horrible. You kind of have to make them stand still. And your damage is less as well, so. But boy, can you kill creep waves.
Yeah, man. I'm really excited about the CM. I mean, you don't really see too many teams except for Complexity be pulling out the CM anymore. She had a great ult earlier. What's our next item? What are we thinking here, Brent?
Well, she'll finish the drum because naturally it's by far the best item in the game right now, and every hero should buy it.
Yeah.
So after that, you could see Blink Daggers, BKBs, may see a Ghost Scepter to deal with the Ursa. You could even see her buy a Yules of her own to Yules up the Ursa to limit his Enrage, for example. There's a lot of good options. Maybe a Force Staff, who knows?
I feel like they're just putting everything on these little animals. I wonder why they didn't pick the Pudge with the Scepter. I mean, that would have been the full pub build, but what are you gonna do? And here we go. We're back on the hunt. Horatio in the middle lane. No one there. Okay, moving on.
I'm gonna start to kick someone off because we're gonna hit a ghost spin pop. Looks like. Nope. Yeah, they're just gonna go for the tower here, and it wings. Well, they're gonna try and jump in on the side on Z3. They need some backup. He's been clipped.
Okay.
Oh, they're Doom. He's trying for the TP out. Well, yeah, they've got the glimpse now. They actually bounced him down. He nearly turns around and gets the Doom up, but the Static Storm will contain him. Z3 finally goes down, and now here comes the dragon. Oh, come on, Horatio. Burn him down. Oh! It's not going. Yeah, they'll get it. 1 for 1 there, Complexity.
Well, things are looking pretty good for Complexity. They were pretty behind in the beginning of the match, and things are finally starting to turn around here. Things are evening out. Team Wings, though, they're gonna get some action here. Maybe the top lane. Oh boy. Okay.
It's very close. It is very, very close at the moment. I mean, the fact that you have got Blink on his Invoker, he's still doing really well. Top of the net worth board. He's just 1k away from having the Aghanims done. There's going to be that point where if they really catch him, they've got a huge combo. You know, if you get a multi-man kinetic field and Static Storm, you can destroy some of Complexity's lineup.
Yeah, it's just really hard for them to fight, honestly. If they get engaged a little bit too deep, then Horatio is just going to walk them down and do radiance damage the whole time, because they don't want to commit Ursa's initial burst to just blowing up a neutral, because obviously then he pops out and he's still full HP on the inside. So it's difficult to take fights for now. He'll grab BKB first. I think the first hero they need to kill is actually Death Prophet, and to do that it's a little scary. He's gonna get surged away, for example. They've got Yule Scepters. They have one on, I'm sorry, I thought I saw one of Darkseer. Just the Death Prophet one, but she picks up an armor item as well, so she's even harder to kill. And ooh, a Blade Mail on Doom, that's interesting.
Well, luckily our good friend Ursa is about to be finishing his BKB any moment now, and then we'll probably see some more fights coming out there, right?
Most likely, yeah. Both teams are pretty afraid to Roshan unless they get a pick off, so most of Complexity is just moving together and through the jungle, while on the other side of the map, or in the mid lane, for example, the large ancient creep can split push and get advantage from that. Vlad's is now picked up on him. It's 4-0-3. He's having a great game.
Oh yeah, more spit in the middle lane as the farming continues. Although the boys are starting to move up on top. Team Wings wants that top tower real bad. And it's only got 100 health. I feel kind of bad for the top tower. He's not going to last long, and there he goes. It's a sad day.
Another time all got, and that's the gold as well for Blink to finish off his Aghanim. So he's going to have that ready for the next defense, Complexity. Sending Chessie in on the dragon to clear out this mid lane, but the rest of them hanging around Roche. They do have the exorcism up if they wanted to try and go for it with that, but as you said, Purge, it seems to be a game where both teams are just very tentative about going for it, and I guess understandably why if you're Complexity, because Wings there have got a pretty good fight around the pit, especially with a Battle Ride and a Disruptor. They're going to try for it though, and
they can do this easy.
Yeah.
With exorcism, of course. Just tons of physical damage and Roche will die. Death Prophet will probably transition. I don't know if she should go Shivas this game, because you don't really reduce the attack speed of Ursa when he's overcharged. I think an AC might be a better choice, perhaps. Yeah, I think I kind of like that a bit better, but he may still go Shivas, because it does lower his attack speed in between overpowers.
Really nice there, and of course the fact that Limp, he was able to pop that during the Arcane Rune, so he's going to have it back up a lot sooner.
Yeah, that's great. But yeah, this is the advantage that Dire gives you. If they've got 2 towers up that are semi-close to the Roche pit, in case a fight happens and they need to buy back and TP there, they're closer. So it's a lot harder for Wings to fight now. And it's just looking a little bit worse over time. Ursa's farming to BKB, it's an item that helps you team fight, but doesn't really accelerate your farm, and Ursa as a hero doesn't really get extremely strong in the late game. He's more of an early to mid game hero. He still has some value late game, but he has item slot problems among other things. So I just think Complexity is going to continue to scale better with their 2-3 core lineup here.
Yeah, this is less peacock, more penguin, I guess. Awkward penguin. They're just walking around, they're not really doing anything, so...
You know, they did a lot early game, but once the Radiance comes out, it's so hard. I mean, you saw how every time the Ancient gets in 3 supports, like 2 of them have to TP out. Like, that just wastes all of your movement on the map. One of their heroes finds you guys, and you have to leave.
Well, hopefully Team Wings can, you know, get the flock together and get something going any moment now as we wait for the big fight. OD, you doing okay? I know you. When there's not a big team fight, you get kind of nervous.
I'm just waiting for the plays really, but I think this is who does this benefit more in your idea of Perch in terms of the kind of the passive gameplay?
Does it benefit who more?
Yeah, well, I'm asking you.
Definitely, I would say complexity. Like I said, their late game is definitely a bit stronger here. I mean, they have really good gank heroes, but a lot of them are quite tanky and they have other survivability options. The easiest one to kill is probably Crystal Maiden, but if you look at the map, if you just close your eyes, open your eyes again, complexity is always together, 3 heroes. It doesn't matter where they are, they're always moving together. The only person that's ever spread out is going to be the Ancient Creep. In a lot of cases, he's still kind of in the same general area, so now that they got Roche, now they're going to group together and they're going to take all their other towers left over.
Yeah, absolutely. Tier 1 and Tier 2 on the top lane still for the taking here for the side of complexity. Wings at the moment, Invoker. Blink's still trying to push down this bottom lane, see if he can get a Tier 2 maybe in response. Side of complexity, standing strong top. Now find themselves one. We'll see if they move in for another. They do still have that Exorcism available if they want to really fully commit for a push. And yeah, Limp, he's going to pop it for this one. He'll look to take the Tier 2. Question is, do they then try and push for more, as you said?
Well,
with the Aegis in hand, maybe they can.
They're trading on the other side. Invoker gets a Tier 2. He won't stop quite here. They'll try to slow down this push, but I don't know how easy it's going to be. Like, look at this. The Black Dragon's just going to run right past. No blitz there for a bat. Yeah, and he's got huge armor right now as well. He just stands there. They can't blink initiate. They actually just can't go in. So the only thing Invoker can do is try to kill a tower faster, and he's pretty close actually.
Wow, okay. Well, that seems like a balanced hero. What he did by himself, and it took 5 other heroes. So no worries, Ice Frog. Take your time on the patch. We're doing fine. Yeah, everything's great.
We're going to see coL come back, but apart from Limb, he's been left behind, and they will punish it. He's got the Aegis ready for round 2. The Black Dragon trying to do his best to defend Wings away to try and protect the Death Prophet, but the control comes in. He'll be able to use himself out here. Limp, he's stuck in the statics on the kinetic field as well, and the Dragon has to get himself out at the moment. They're going to try and chase him down and try and kill him. We'll see if they have got the control and the damage. But indeed, no, he's going to be fine. He gets himself a freebie out of there. But still losing the Death Prophet, they're pretty heavy for complexity at this point.
Yeah, she's very low on total HP. She's got good survivability with the Yules and good armor with the Shivas, but once you get hit by a couple nukes, it's really not that survivable. So she'll transition into an Octarine core next, most likely lower her cooldowns as well as give her lifesteal and overall HP. But I think Complexity's fine with where they're at right now. It was a little scary. They did almost lose their Tier 3 despite being up. But again, they still will have advantage going into the late game as they will be more item slot efficient.
Man, I'm having a great time watching this game right here because both these teams are so patient. They're waiting for that perfect fight, that perfect initiation. Take some stuff here, give some stuff away. This is your kind of game, Verge.
Is it?
Yeah. It's boring, just like you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're right there.
Oh. Now I feel bad.
Okay, indeed, going to see some big items going out from both sides at the moment. You've got 2.7k saved up on your Invoker. I think Hanske at the moment had 2k on the Crystal Maiden.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he didn't spot the carrier. Yeah, it was close.
I think he goes Blink here. They do need someone that can initiate, and running at them and Radiance burning them doesn't really count. But being able to initiate, land some disables, at least force some 4-staff stuff could be really useful.
Might see something kick off here. Bat moving in. Has got that last look. Can he get a jump in? He'll jump forward. Oh, but the Yules in time from Limb, holding back the Batrider. Silas now returning. He gets the slow out. Moving in. Wide jumps in. Static Storm kinetic field to hold back Complexity. So again, both teams successfully disengaging. And isn't he going to be the Blink picked up by the CM as you suggested? We'll see that come into play in the next fight, but...
And Disruptor has one too, so things get a little scary now for Complexity, because if they get a little too grouped up, he can just get kills. Or set up a good team fight, for example. If he catches 3 heroes in there, can't cast spells, take a lot of damage, it's definitely dangerous.
Danger is the word of the match, as both teams are a little hesitant to get in this big team fight that we've been waiting for, but no worries. A little walk over here, a little dab over there, we're fine.
Let's see if Z3 was going to scout here. He's just standing behind Chessie, still in the Black Dragon. I mean, how's Chessie doing in terms of gold on top? Is he starting to work towards his AC, I'd imagine?
Just bought some items. Looks like it might be flying out. He does
He's got
have
it.
it.
Yeah, he's got it finished now. Yeah.
Great item to have. It'll give
So
5
this-
armor
yeah.
to everybody on his team, and -5 to his opponents. Not to mention attack speed. This is actually one of the few ways to increase the attack speed of your actual Ancient. He only hits for 60 or 75 damage or something like that. That's
73.
Real not good. All right, my math is way off today.
Now, a Lincoln Spear was picked up on our good friend Invoker. Is that just to make sure that... What's that for, buddy?
Doom.
Doom? That's it?
Doom.
Oh, no! We're not talking about Horatio! Oh, he's mine.
He actually is.
He has so much armor. He has an ice
Catch the
armor.
dragon? Come on.
He's coming back in.
Oh, no.
He's got an ice armor that Doom gave him from a neutral creep. So, AC aura, Vlad's aura, Dragon aura, plus the frost armor.
Oh my god, look at all those auras. It's an aura party.
That's 24 armor. 59% physical damage resistance. Not bad at all.
This is definitely the point there, though, where his Ancient stops
Oh, he's
doing as
changed.
much damage. This will be a little interesting.
Oh, God.
I've never seen this one with this much armor before, but it might actually be viable here, because it does attack faster and it does more damage, and he can amp up the attack speed of one of his allies.
Let's see, here we go. Limb, pop in the ghost. We'll see if Wings can hold this one back. Here comes the Dinosaur ready to frontline this one. Tier 3, dropping and it will fall. Let's see if they can move in for more and try and take the racks. They've still got a good amount of time here on the Exorcism. Wise just moving in. Thunderstrike onto the Death Prophet. Wings still really looking for the perfect chance to pop in. They'll jump onto the Dinosaur, but he starts to walk it off and still with this armor. Can tie this all up, in fact. Might go down here. Couple more Fury Swipe stacks and he will fall, and he does, but still they find the melee racks and complexity. It's objective complete. That's exactly what they were looking for.
And the space, oh, they're sending him back. He's gonna rage though. That was a huge mistake there from Disruptor. You can't glimpse a lifestealer. Maybe he thought that he raged earlier, but he was very patient when the creep died. So completely wasted glimpse. That could have been a 100% kill on just about any hero.
Yeah, literally any other hero that does not have the ability to make themselves magic immune would have been a pretty good target there. Oh, Crystal Maiden, she's gonna be good.
Oh, and it is Wise well. Nice static storm to force C3 back. And Sken, he's fairly tanky with the guns, but it should be a kill nonetheless. And indeed, with the Us coming through, they will find themselves another Wings 15 to 11. So, regardless of losing that top melee racks, they're ready to strike back and hit back as hard as they can. And the push now going to come from themselves in the mid lane, looking for his tier 2. Basher also done on the Ursa. Going to be a lot easier for him to lock down and have a good chomp on some of these enemies.
Gary's back and he's coming.
Oh, Gary. Oh, Gary the Golem.
He's going to look, he might. Has Ruby got a CP? He's got a Glimmer Cape. Yeah, that'll do. I found another way to deal with this advance on it. Meanwhile, rest of coL, we can see if they can get in. Surged up. The Doom. Trying to close the gap. Here's the blink. Can he get himself on top? Yes, he will, but there's a glimpse on Doom. Chessie's going to try and solo this one, and well, they'll just be able to do it there. Nice play. Jumps out of Gary, commits the slow.
Man, we've got to see more coming out from this Ursa. We've got to see him fight. He's running out of time. If he doesn't do something soon, he won't have anything to do at all. The game will be over.
Yeah, and he's dead for a full minute now to complexly try and push in for something more. But at the moment, what's the Roche timing looking like? Still just over a minute. So hang on for that one.
The problem is that this Ancient thing, it counters what Ursa can do. Ursa is good against the Ancient if the Ancient's standing still, but very, very few disables will affect it. It's mostly just things like lasso, but you don't want to commit that kind of a disable to keep him from moving. The only good solution is either a Sanjin Yasha or a Eye of Skadi, which does slow through magic immunity. But when an Ursa has to commit to buy an item like that, then they're limited in a lot of other ways. So it's just a really bad position to be in. He wasn't able to punish the other heroes rather than ignoring the Golem, and Complexity just 5-man the whole time, so they didn't really have a lot of weaknesses that could be exploited by Wings. Now they're at the stage where the Ursa just doesn't work that great anymore.
Yeah, well, zoo has been closed as all the animals are mercilessly murdered down there, and they're still waiting on Roshan. Could it be spawning anytime soon? I think so.
Yeah, it's just in 30 seconds now, so
I wish, yeah. I'm not good at reading that, man. I need an analog Roche timer. I'm not smart enough. You don't have to point at it. That's not going to help, okay? I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. Oh, thank you. You point at the clock. All right, wonderful. Great observers we have in this game.
Our Wings as well at this point. They're still waiting really to try and jump on Complexity. Not coming too far at the map. You got Greaves now done on Swindle, so something has to help with this push. And as we've seen, they managed to commit on the top and find something successful. And Complexity, I'm sure, I guess at this point, they wait for the Aegis, and then we'll see them try and do the same thing down another lane. And again, it's to be really hard for Wings to stop them. Well, maybe this is the play from Wings.
That's why they're smoking. They need to get a fight, they need to get a kill, and then they need to take Roche afterwards so their opponents don't. It's the Dire or the Radiant Dispense.
He's going to get caught out. This is nice as well. It's going to mean a huge amount lost from the team fight. No Greaves, no Lotus Orb, no full stealth to save people from the bear. And that is more than enough opening here for them to try and go for Roche. The question is, do the rest of Complexity try and contend this?
They kind of want to, but it's difficult. Firefly is down though, so they don't have to worry about Batrider. Lasso obviously
Oh,
also
Dinosaur. Oh, he's not going to. Yeah, BKB from Shadow, just in case anyone was going to jump through. For now,
this Basher could work.
No, it did not. No bash for him, and they're going to be after that BKB from Mr. Bear. And the boys are running back. And that one grab could have changed around the game. They got the Aegis, they got the pressure, they could be moving in now.
this is really good for Wings. As we were saying, if Complexity got that Aegis, Wings would have been in a very, very dire position in terms of losing another axe. But as it goes, the game will continue. Wings continuing to find a good amount of farm on the Invoker, who's still at the top. Ursa just a few thousand behind this Lifestealer. And I guess if you're the Ursa, what are you looking to finish off next? You need to get that full-out Abyssal done to deal with some of these heroes?
He does have a Robe of the Magi. I'm wondering if he's going to make a Diffusal Blade, but okay. I don't think that's going to be the option. They don't actually have any Ghost Scepters yet in Complexity, so maybe he bought that earlier, expecting it.
I guess it's kind of nice. Well, I guess it's got the BKB as well. I was wondering if the DP silence, just to make sure you always get the ult out.
Yeah, the BKB does solve that problem in a lot of ways. He needs to remain competitive with the Lifestealer. Lifestealer's transitioning to a more damage build. He's picked up a Sanj, he'll go to SNY, which is a movement speed item, so that he can chase down a bit better. But Ursa's not as good at Lifestealer against Lifestealer in 1v1 anymore. He can basically endlessly kite him using the Radiance. Like, the Blink is useless on Ursa this game.
Oh, there we go. Focus spell. They know someone's there. Again, Swindles is going to be the one to get caught out. And this is the nice pick we saw before. Wings able to find Roshan without having to worry about the Darkseer coming in to save the team. And now we'll see if they can find themselves something else. They've already taken on the tier 2, so it's just going to be a question of when Wings feel powerful enough to try and push it up to the high ground. Invoker still a few hundred away from having that completed Octarine, so maybe they're just going to be content and just waiting for these bigger items to come out before they really jump in.
And they've got pretty good items. I think there's been a lot of discipline coming out of Wings this game. Like, all of their supports have very low deaths, for example. It looks like they should be winning the game if you look at their KDAs, but Complexity, and same with the top of the scoreboard, 17-12, but they've been on the back foot since 10 minutes in.
Like a vulture circling over soon-to-be prey, Wings waits for the moment to strike. Is that good?
You sure it's not going to be the other way around?
Yeah, I don't know. How does the prey strike the vulture, Purge? These are extended metaphors, man.
You let them swallow you, and then you...
Oh no, Hansken! He's gone. The Basher coming into action there. Ping's coming out onto the Ancient, but already Chessie flaps his wings, gets himself away from it.
There we go. See, more Wings puns. We're doing it, guys. It's on.
Octarine done now for Invoker, so next team fight's gonna already hit hard. But the thing is, Wings neither Complexity as well, they haven't really been able to find a full-on team fight. We keep seeing kind of engagements of 2 heroes, and then they always back out. Not really happy to fully commit everything unless it is a clean kill, like we've been seeing a few times with Faith catching out Windles on the Darkseer.
Well, they're out of smokes now is the main thing. They've traded a lot of kills for smokes, but trading a smoke for 1 hero kill, especially when it's the Darkseer or Crystal Maiden, it's not worth it. So now if Complexity just gets to a period where they have a lot of ward vision aggressively, then they're almost always going to see Wings rotating over, and they don't have to worry about dying nearly as much. So, despite those couple deaths, I think it's completely fine for Complexity. Consistently, it was only 1. Yeah, they got Roche that one time, but I feel like that was just equalizing the game, not even putting them in an advantage or disadvantage for Complexity.
Man, we just keep on waiting. Couldn't this be it?
Hey, the Dragon.
A ratio. Taking a look.
Charge here for Complexity, forcing Wings back. And he's looking for a bash. He will get it. Oh, the Dragon may be in trouble. Gets himself still kiting around this Ursa. And still just playing with Shadow. Sideline BKB actually popped by Shadow. He's done with this, the Radiance burn and such. And now he's going to look to turn, but Lim gets off the Exorcism. Z3 gets the Doom out onto Faith. Force back, but he's going to keep up for the time being. They'll pop the Aegis. Faith, he should still drop to the Doom, and they will. The question is, can Ursa fight strong enough here in round 2? They're trying to move in onto him. Buyback from the Batrider. Static Storm is going to contain Chessie, but he's got Rage up at the moment. He doesn't care. Jump in from Z3. It's going to be a Ghost Walk away from Blink. Got the sentry down, but he gets forced out of range of it. There's the buyback from the Ursa as well for this fight. Z3 should get punished. Let's see if they can punish more. Glimpse out. There's already the rest of them trying to get themselves away. Ice grabbing Hansken. You got Chessie being beat down here. So Lasso was used by Faith. 3 kills like that, it cost them 2 buybacks, but a very strategical fight that Wings decide to fully commit to and fully take, and now they got a good chance at a push. There's no buyback on either the Darkseer or the Lifestealer here for this defense.
That was actually an incredible amount of respawns. That was an Aegis on Ursa as well, so he died twice in that fight, and he's still alive now. But it did cost him quite a bit. Like Complexity, once they're alive, yeah, 50 seconds on Lifestealer, they might lose their racks here actually. This could be the fight for Wings.
Oh man, the bear taking the hit. Oh, nice fortification though. We're gonna buy a little bit of time for the boys to respawn, and Darkseer is back. Will we see an amazing ball wall action? Nope. They're just gonna take that Rex. They're gonna let it go, boys.
Yeah, they should. They can pressure the map so much easier with the Ancients, for example. And a general team fight like
Oh my!
Alright,
MVPs, alright, good job.
Certainly, but of course Wings, they will be happy that they did manage to clear out the mid set of racks at the moment. So one full set down for both sides. I know, just keeping it clean across the board.
But now they're essentially even. Gemma True Sight's being purchased from the by the Radiant team, Wings, so that'll try to help deward some wards. And it all comes down to vision now. Who can initiate on who can find the setups, who can get the ganks off. And Complexity still does have a smoke advantage. I believe they have 1 more than their opponents. They just bought it though.
Jeez, man, talk about even match. The positioning's been great. We got the same amount of racks. These teams do not want to give this one up, and they're playing nice and careful. But somebody's going to mess up, and I can't wait to find out who it is. Who's it going to be, OD? Who's going to mess up?
I know at this point it's all, as you said, just down to the execution and just punishing the other team's mistakes. I mean, looking at Evoker, he was getting up to a lot of money again. It's going to be interesting to see what he does. Let's pick up a smoke now from the side of Complexity.
He's still got 3 drum charges. I'm really surprised about this.
Yeah, 5.2k on your Evoker. I mean, what does he get next?
Refresher or Hex, or he could maybe grab an armor item, Shiva's Guard, something like that. Oh, he's also got Midas to sell too. He's still got 2 items to go, man. Alright, so if they kill either Ursa or Batrider, those heroes are dead for a really long time. It's a good fight for Complexity.
This smoke setting up the straight onto the high ground defense here. Wings, they've got to get themselves back and form some kind of defense, otherwise they will lose the second set of racks here. Is your fortification coming out then? Been given a Lotus Sword by Swindles, and Faith is going to look for jump in with the last step from the sidelines. Jumps in, will grab the CM. You kill Hanskin, that's a huge amount of damage output removed from the fight. No chance to get that ult off. If they can take him down, and they will. Now, Shadow trying to go for Swindles, but Swindles will kite, and they drop the too much Shadow, but he already got the ults out, so tanking a lot of this damage. They will find Swindles, they will, oh yes, they'll get Shadow as well. So that is the Ursa now down for 90 seconds, and of course, because he used his buyback in that last fight, he's not going to be able to get himself back in for this one. The rest of Wings, they're trying to do the best to hold Complexity back. Swindles has brought back in, storming down the mid lane, trying to get himself back and involved, and Chessie dishing out the damage. He's going to be able to find with Ice Ice on the Rubik. Ice Ice buys back. Z freaking Chessie going for faith on the Batrider, but he's popped the BKB. Ice Wall at the moment just kiting Chessie on the Lifestealer. Blink should be fine, turns around, Meteor definitely rustles in Chessie's got the range up again, Hanskin jumping in over the control onto the Invoker, he's just going to pop the ult away, but the Rubik onto the Invoker, he's going to be able to get himself back up to the high ground. Z3 looking for Ice Ice on this Rubik, it's going to be a dieback, and it will be, that's 2 down on Wings, no buybacks available for those. And now, Complexity, they're not done, they see this opening, they want to try and close this one up, they'll keep the pressure in on the mid lane racks, which they will find. The question is, are they going to be able to find anything more? TP back from the Batrider. But it's going to be a 3 versus 5 defense as Complexity, after a little bit of a stalemate, look to try and close this one up. Wings, they need something big, but that's going to be Complexity show. Maybe a bit of mercy. Chessie going to get blitzed back, but he's still got the rage up again. With the grease of Swindles, Complexity, they're more than an up in fighting shape. They're going to jump in with the lasso. Static Storm, a nice combo from Evoker. Bring in Chessie, it will bring him down. They take down the Lifestealer. The question is, can they get more silence onto the Batrider? Try and fly away, but no. Blimp will take him down. So now that's the bat down without buyback.
Blade melted so much in that. Reflected a lot of damage, and if this Rex goes down, the game's over.
Get the Invoker.
Oh, Invoker not looking too good. Can he get out of there?
One more, he's trying to get out.
That's it.
He's got buyback. He has got buyback on the Invoker.
Let's going all in.
Yeah, this is going to be mega creeps now. So Complexity, they got what they wanted. Can Wings hit back hard enough and fast enough, though, to try and bring this one back in? 4 dead on Complexity. I mean, at this point, Wings, they need to power down and push, and they know it. They pick up a Deso straight away on the Invoker. This is one of their chances to try and go. They've just got to go on mid. The problem is there are 3 backs available for Complexity, so it's going to be a hard one. But Blink, he's already trying to go. Just straight down the mid lane, no messing. This is really the be-all, end-all for Wings.
It's a really hard one. They don't have very good push heroes. Very few AoEs. They don't have like an AoE melee core, Ursus, unless he buys like a Battlefield or something like that.
It's going to be all about how much this Dessa can really do. If they can try and go straight for the throne.
Blink Dagger popped out by Mr. Lifestealer, waiting for them to get out of position potentially. Man, he dropped the Midas, the gloves are off, this is it! No GG on this team, they want it all, and they're gonna see if they can take it.
Let's see, the buyback will surely come. There's your buyback from Lim. Lim now back in, and Wings, gotta be careful. It's only the three of them here at the moment. No Rubik, no Bat. Bat does have the bots, doesn't he? So he should be able to join. Yeah, he's got those, so he will be able to join them for the fight. He's keeping himself straight in. Here we go, they've got to do something big here. Combo coming through, Chessie jumps in, but the BK being caught by the back hit. Kiting Chessie up at the time, and he gets the lasso up. In with the Deso. Damage, C3 jumps in, gets the Doom onto Lindo. They do kill Lindo, but he buys back straight away. They've got to save the Invoker though, from the cape out. But with the Doom out, this man in a lot of trouble. Ice trying to hold back Complexity, but Z-Freak, they managed to move forward. They have taken down 2. And now Wings, they've got to hold the base with just 3 of them. They did manage to keep Blink alive on his Invoker.
You know, Dota ain't a Disney story. It looked like it was going to be the finish ending, but no, the boys are back and it's not looking good. How are they possibly going to defend themselves against the Mega Creeps?
If they can kill the Lifesteal again, of course, he's not going to have buyback ready. In fact, we can see only the Doom with buyback available. But they've got to do it with a 3-man lineup, and that is going to be the tricky bit. The Dinosaurs are back out.
The Dinosaurs come again! Down the middle, the hand of Midas has been pinged.
Yeah.
Thank you, boys. We're pushing down the mid.
Wings, they need something big. Limb, no messing around. Exorcism is out. Ice. Oh, he's going to grab the steal. What did he get? He did get the... Oh, he got the Exorcism Ice. That's going to be huge for the defense. Faith comes in. Oh, the massive Deathing Blood pushing back Complexity. And front line in Shadow. Trying to chomp down on Limb. Can he get the steal? It'll be huge if he can get the Death Promise and strike. It's not going to be on point. Lotus all out Limb. He gets himself over the one. Shadow is down. Oh, they needed the answer to live for this one. Still, the ghosts are out. Chessie moving forward with the rage. Ghost Walk from Blink, trying to cut this one out. Ice Wall is dropped. Chessie trying to move in. But Complexity, they're going for the base. They're going for the Ancient. And GG. Oh my goodness, guys, you certainly can't say that Wings, they put everything into that game to try and bring it back at even the most toughest of points.
Yeah, their early game was amazing. Their mid game was decent, but at some point they just got really limited by the Lifestealer. They never got some kills on him early. They didn't decrease his farm. And Chessie just kept accelerating into more and more aura items that stopped the Ursa. Ursa can't just keep getting damage items in the mid game. He has to get utility or things that keep him alive and not stunned. So it just didn't prove a good counter in the mid game.
Yeah, it was definitely a game about positioning, about timing, and about patience. And it's just that those one little mistakes can cost you everything. So what a game though between Wings and Complexity. Can't wait to see it again.
Game 2, I mean, it's going to be insane. I guess, I don't know if we're going to see the Lifestealer Ancient strat come out again. It's always a lot of fun to see, and it's always a lot of fun to see win. Chessie there with his 8-3-13 performance, and the Dinosaurs just a little bit too much for the side of Wings, but we'll see if they can come back here in Game 2, which will be around the corner. Don't go away anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have a short break, then back to the panel. We'll see you in a bit for more Complexity versus Wings.